Hi, Professor Gibby. This is Gina Baird, and I'm going to be talking about Chapter 11 and 12 in our business law book. Chapter 11 is about the law of torts. A tort is defined as an injury to another's person or property, a civil wrong. The primary goal of a tort is to compensate innocent persons who are injured or whose property is injured as a result of another's conduct. Victims of a tort can sue for compensatory, nominal, or punitive damages. Compensatory damages are designed to make the victim whole again. This is to put the victim in a position they would have been in if the tort would have never taken place. Nominal damages needs to take place in order for the victim to sue for punitive damages. Punitive damages, these are damages that punishes the tortfeasor for willfully engaging in extremely harmful conduct, and punitive damages also defer others from engaging in similar conduct. There are three classifications of torts. One is intentional. That involves taking some purposeful action that the defendant knew or should have known would harm the person, property, or economic interests of the plaintiff. Negligent tort is a civil wrong that involves a failure to meet the standard of care a reasonable person would meet, and because of that failure, harm to another person results. The third would be strict liability torts, which is a civil wrong that involves taking action that is so inherently dangerous under the circumstances of its performance that no amount of due care can make it safe. One of the most common torts against a person would be assault. An assault is placing a person in fear or apprehension of an immediate offensive bodily contact. Assaults are frequently followed by battery charges, which is intentionally causing unwanted offensive bodily contact. There are other torts that people commit against one another. There's defamation, there's libel, and slander. Each of these torts is making false, harmful statements to the public about another person. There are torts against one's property, called trespass to realty, also called trespass to real property, and this occurs when a person intentionally enters the land of another or causes an object to be placed on the land of another without the landowner's permission. Then there is trespass to personality, which means internationally exercising dominion and control over another's personal property. And an example would be taking someone's car for a short period of time and banging up the fender. Lastly, there's conversion, which is an intentional permanent removal of property from the rightful owner's possession and control. That's pretty much Chapter 11. So Chapter 12 is about product and service liability law. Chapter 12 talks about common negligent actions leading to product liability cases. Negligence is a failure to use reasonable care that results in harm to another party. When bringing an action for negligence in design, a plaintiff must generally prove the product design is, number one, inherently dangerous, number two, it contains insufficient safety devices, or number three, it consists of materials that do not satisfy standards acceptable in trade. When a statute or law has established product standards, it is the duty of the manufacturer to follow those standards. There is a statute of limitations which can differ from state to state. Statute of limitations limits the time within which all types of civil actions may be brought. Statute of repose is a specific number of years after a product is sold. It is usually longer than statutes of limitations. This chapter deals with different warranties. Warranties are intended to guarantee or bind a promise that goods or products meet certain standards or performance. We have an express warranty, and this is a warranty that is clearly stated by the seller or the manufacturer. And an implied warranty is a warranty that automatically arises out of a transaction. A seller or a manufacturer may relieve itself of liability through the use of a disclaimer. So how do I relate this to my place of employment? We have many analyzers within our lab. Some of them have different warranties. A statute of repose is the kind of warranty I think that we use for our analyzers. Basically, we have some analyzers that can cost up to $250,000, and there's a 10-year warranty on them. And if something were to go wrong with them, then a person from that company, a tech from that company, needs to be able to come in and fix this analyzer. If we try to fix it ourselves, it can void the warranty. Like I said, we have all kinds of analyzers within our lab, and we have lots of machines with different types of warranties. That pretty much summarizes, I do believe, Chapter 11 and 12 of our business law. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.